record now, then we got to edit it out.
All right, we have E-Man here. Welcome to the Zoom.
Thank you.
We're gonna start with a question from Olin Buchanan.
Hi, man. I
What's
am
good?
good. I'm doing well. I am trying to get my recorder going, and I don't know why it's not. Okay, here we go. Crap, I don't know what
It's user error, no doubt.
Okay, I finally got it going. All right, here we go. Hey, man, you really seem to have really developed a 12 to foot mid-range jumper of late. Is that something that you always had and just didn't show a lot, or is it something that maybe during this break that you really honed and polished?
I think it's something I had, but continued to develop throughout the break we had, and even before the break. A lot of it comes from the work I put in and the confidence that my teammates continue to give me. Just like in the Arkansas game, like I shot a couple mid ranges at the start, didn't really drop, but my teammates had my back the whole time because they're confident in my ability to shoot the ball. My coaches are confident, so it's just a matter of me executing it.
Yeah, did you feel like that it was necessary to start doing it more, but because of the way defenses were starting to play you?
Yeah, transitioning to my sophomore year, I'm experiencing new defenses that teams are starting to guard me. So I have to manage a way to find different ways to score. The mid-range shot has really been helping me because it allows the defense to press up on me even more, which allows me to either shoot the ball, drive the ball, or create for my teammates. So I think it's helping out.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Our next up is Chip Howard from Sports Talk.
Emanuel, it looked like to me that on Saturday you guys had a little fresher legs. Did you feel a little bit better your second time around after that first game last week?
Yeah, I think from the Mississippi State game, transitioning to the Arkansas game, I feel like we were just so locked in that we didn't feel hurt, we didn't feel sore, but we just felt like we needed to win. And I think as the more games we keep playing, you can see how hard we're playing. You can see how together we are as a team on the court. And I think it wasn't just about being fresh. It's just being the mindset of just wanting to win. It didn't happen the way we wanted to happen, but we were all locked in and dialed in to win that game.
How do you think you guys are mentally going into this tournament Wednesday night?
I think mentally we're the best we've ever been thus this season. A lot of guys are watching extra film tapes. A lot of guys are getting extra shots up before practice, after practice. I think mentally we are collectively as together as possible as we can be so far in the season. You can see in the Mississippi State game, we weren't the favorites to win. We're not going to be the favorites to win in any games, but that's the challenge that we like to take. We're going to be locked in against Vanderbilt and just take one game at a time.
You feel like your best basketball is ahead of you as a team?
Yes, 100%. I think as the season progresses, we progress as a team as well. There's still far more goals we want to reach. So to lose against Vandy is not in our plans because we want to see things through.
Thank you.
No problem.
Let's go to Travis Brown from the Eagle.
Hey man, entering this SEC tournament, does it kind of bring back memories of last year and everything that happened there and kind of how far we've come in the last year?
Okay. On the way to do this media session, I was thinking about exactly this time last year where we were, the mindset that we were prepared to have to play against Missouri in the first game, and just how it suddenly just went away like that. So on the way here, I was just thinking about the blessings that we have in our life and that the things that we can't take for granted, because we took that game at the SEC tournament for granted, didn't get to play because of COVID, but now we're more excited than ever. The sophomores this year, we didn't really get to experience that SEC tournament type of play because of what happened. There's a couple freshmen that's eager and excited to play in their first SEC game. So I think the sophomores and freshmen, we're all freshmen in a sort of way. So we're ready.
Coach said after the Mississippi State game, I know you kind of touched on this a little bit, just that, I mean, y'all took a couple of days off or changed your practice plan around just because he thought y'all kind of just gave so much in that Mississippi
Yeah.
State game. Y'all needed the recovery. Do you feel like heading into the SEC tournament, you're as close to back to where you should be, but both emotionally and physically heading into the tournament?
Yeah, 100%. We trust Coach Buzz in everything that we do. We have a great communication relationship. So he talks to us, we talk to him, and he makes adjustments depends on how we feel. Some guys do need more time to recover just because of the long break we took, and then how hard we fought against Mississippi State, which I think was right at the time because that allowed us to fight as hard as we did against Arkansas. Um, but yeah, Coach Buzz is a very understanding coach, and kudos to him for making the right call.
And you mentioned guys are back watching film, back in the gym, doing stuff. Is there some level, do you think, of you kind of don't know what you had until you lost it from that hiatus y'all took for COVID, that guys are back, going a little bit stronger because they kind of didn't know what they were missing until?
Yeah, when a lot of guys are sitting out due to COVID, and you only have 5 scholarship players with like 4 walk-ons participating in practice, you start to realize the value of having every single member a part of the team in practice. You start to get a bit of a better understanding that each member of the team is very important to collectively have a significant impact. So it's just a matter of just being appreciative of everything we have.
Last one, sorry, I'm going on. I know Buzz had mentioned that during that lockdown, there was sometimes where I guess players were like logged into Zoom during practice to kind of watch. What was that like from whatever perspective, and how much do you think people were willing to, or were not willing but able to learn and figure stuff out in that crazy situation?
It's different. It's very different. Never in my life, never in my teammates' life did we think we would ever watch a practice through a Zoom call. Never in my life did we ever think we are gonna miss a whole month of basketball because of a virus. So the way we adjust to things during the time it happens is crucial in our keys to success. Having our teammates dial in on the Zoom call as we install new plays or the new defense as you guys are seeing, it helps a lot because when they come back, they have a faster pace in which they can learn it because they watch it from a different lens. And it's just great just for them to support us while we're practicing, even though they're struggling dealing with what they're going through with the COVID issues. Just seeing their faces, it helps the guys participate in practice even more.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Let's go to Tyler Shaw from KBTX and then Brenton Zorneman.
Emanuel, I know you kind of already touched on it, but just what's the overall mindset of this team heading into the tournament when, you haven't played for a whole month until, recently. So is it kind of, you guys have nothing to lose and you just want to keep the season going?
Mm-hmm. Right now, I think our mindset, I know my mindset personally is everything I'm doing right now is for our seniors. This is their last game. Like it's win or go home. It's time. We're in the SEC tournament. We know that every game matters. The second we lose, it's go home. We win, we get to live another day. So from my perspective, I think playing for our seniors is what's really motivating me right now. And I could say that I can speak on behalf of my teammates that it's motivating them as well. And as for our seniors, they wanna win too. They want to compete. Q, Savion, Marfo, JJ. Those guys been here. JJ, Savion been here longer than Q and Marfo, but no one wants to go home, especially on the trend that we're going in. I know we didn't win our last two games, but the path and the direction that we're on, it just seems that we're experiencing more growth than we have in the beginning of the season, and we just want to continue on that path.
All right, we'll wrap it up with Brent Zorneman from the Houston Chronicle.
I'm going to follow up, Olin. It seems like the mid-range jumper has fallen out of fashion in college and pros. So do you take a little pride in kind of being old school on that front and developing one?
Yeah, a lot of people in the NBA have a lot of success with the mid range. Not a lot of players use it as much, but guys like Chris Paul, DeMar DeRozan, like the mid range game is very helpful within their game, and I think it's a great tool to have in your bag. Just another way to throw the defense, put the defense on their heels.
How young were you when you figured out the importance of the mid-range jumper to your overall game?
Uh, Not gonna lie, I learned this year. Telling the truth, team rule number one. I learned this. I learned it this year. Coach Buzz, the assistant coaches, Coach Dev, Coach Joe, all the guys that helped me out during our workouts. They're trying to figure out ways in which I could score the ball and how I could put the defense on the heel. So I just learned it this year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that's all we have for you. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
We've got Andre Gordon here. If you have a question for Andre, send them my way. Hey, Andre, welcome to the Zoom.
Hello, thank you.
We're going to start with a question from Travis Brown from the Bryan College Station Eagle.
Hey, Andre, I don't know if you're in there, but kind of the same question I asked E-Man. If you allow yourself to think back to this time last year and what y'all are going in and kind of how everything has gone the last year to get back to this point to finally get to go to an SEC tournament.
Feels good, actually. This is me and Emmanuel's first SEC game coming up. Like you said, around this time last year, we were warming up, just got done with shoot around, was eating a meal before the game, and all of a sudden got canceled. And it was heartbreaking. It was sad for those seniors, for the freshmen, for everybody. But I think this year's it's a good opportunity for our sophomores, for our seniors, for our freshmen, for everyone who's first year to be in the SEC tournament, even Coach Buzz. So I think it's a big deal. We're going to take advantage of it as best as we can.
Is there a part of the SEC tournament that you're looking the most forward to that you missed out on last
year? The experience, for sure. Playing teams that we weren't able to play last year. So if we were to beat Vanderbilt, we're going to play Florida. So I'm pretty excited to play Florida. They're a pretty good team this year. Got some good players on the team. I like to be the underdog, so I think it's gonna be fun playing against them. I think that's the best thing.
And then finally, you installed new defense, a whole bunch of new offensive sets, while a lot of the team is watching and learning via a Zoom call. Was there any level of surprise at how successful y'all were in some of those plays and some of that defense because of how split up and disjointed everything was in learning it?
I think it was better. Some people learn better visually than physically. So from a coaching standpoint, coach had to even watch practice through a Zoom. So I think it helped out a little bit. It actually like opens up your eyes and like puts you in a perspective of like life. Sometimes like things will get taken away in life and you have to adjust to that. And I think we did a really good job adjusting to the situation that we were in. It did suck watching your teammates practice, them not having enough people to practice. But we took advantage of it. We came in the time that we were allowed to come in and got things done.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, next up is Tyler Shaw. And just note it, we're going to have to cut everybody off at 1:30. So we're hustling through.
Andre said you kind of like that underdog role. Do you think it even heading into the tournament plays almost to your guys' advantage a little bit that you had so much time off that, Vanderbilt and any other team, they don't really have a lot of film on you guys in, this late part of the season?
Yeah, definitely love being the underdog. Came from high school being an underdog. And then coming to Texas A&M, they weren't that good the past year before I came, and just continuing to be the underdog at Texas A&M it's a great feeling. Sometimes, as in like this year, we didn't play a lot of games. It's kind of tough to say, but like we don't have a lot to lose at some of those Arkansas teams and those Missouri teams. So we go out there full go on attack mode, and it doesn't just start like during the game or before the game. It actually starts today. It started a week ago. It starts as soon as they put the tournament bracket out. Like we're preparing for the best, and I would say, what was the second part of your question? I'm sorry.
Oh, just saying that does it play any to your advantage that Vanderbilt may not have a lot of film on you guys? You've only played a couple games in the past month, so.
Yeah, I guess that could play to an advantage for us. I know that we put a new defense in. I'm sure they got film over that, but we got fresh legs. We're mentally prepared. We're preparing ourselves for the best, like I said. So, yeah, I think we're at an advantage a little bit.
All right, let's go to Mike Lucas from KAGS.
Hey, Andre. Buzz has said on a couple occasions this year he doesn't always, gauge success by wins and losses. So with that in mind, what would a successful SEC tournament be for you guys?
I would say wins. He would say, well, wins, playing hard, giving it all you got. Don't go out there, and he knows that we're not going to go out there and just half do anything that we do. He loves kids that work hard and have passion for the game and love for the game, and also kids that hold their brothers accountable, their teammates accountable, coaches accountable. So he's looking for effort. He understands that's been a rough season due to COVID. So he's just looking to play as hard as you can play and go as hard as you can go, no matter what the situation is.
All right, we'll wrap it up with Chip Howard.
Andre, you guys had a lot of success with a pretty quick pace against Arkansas on Saturday. I know that's how they like to play. Might we see a little bit more of that in the tournament?
I definitely think so. We're playing a lot more confident and comfortable since we've been back from the COVID break. We've been practicing like that too. I think our seniors are getting more involved as the year comes to an end. I don't know if that's because their senior year is coming to an end, or they're just more locked in. I wouldn't say they weren't locked in during the beginning of the season, but something is stirring up right now, and I think we got some good things coming.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all we have. Thanks, Andre.